Yes, right. I'm now going to be ranking 15 Rangers strips, Bears. This set of strips is going to literally be from my lifetime as a Gers fan, and all of these strips I've got fond memories of. So yeah, hopefully you do enjoy the video. I'm going to be ranking these strips based on mainly what we achieved in that particular season, maybe a little bit on the looks. As well, my memories of that season too. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different just because we hit 1,000 subscribers. So I thought I'd do a bit of a different video, and yeah, hopefully you do enjoy. So yeah, I do appreciate anyone for coming in and watching and stopping by. So yeah, hopefully you do enjoy the video. If you do, don't forget to comment, like, and of course subscribe to the channel. It is absolutely free to do so. And just as a disclaimer, I know it is an absolute privilege to pull on the light blue jersey, regardless of whatever one it is, but I just thought, you know what, let's have a wee bit of fun with it. Right, Bears, like I said, 15 strips. Let's have a wee look at them. So we're going all the way from 05-06 right up until this season's strip. So yeah, it should be fun. I'm going to be doing them in chronological order. So let's get started. 05-06 is the first one. Now, this I have lots of memories of. It's actually, I'm wearing this strip in my YouTube profile picture. We didn't do well domestically that season, but we did have a nice wee spell in the Champions League. We got to the last 16, so for that alone, that has to get itself into the B tier for me. Right, 06-07, again, we didn't do well. It was the beginning of the Paul Le Guen era, the very, very short era. It was like 2 months or something along those lines. And yeah, after that was Walter Smith. With every grey cloud comes a silver lining, I suppose. So yeah, that marked the beginning of Walter Smith's second spell at the club, which is brilliant. But yeah, about the actual strip itself, who else had this strip and who else remembers, don't know if it happened to you, but the Scotland flag kept on falling off and peeling off my shoulder, so I had to keep on gluing it back on. So for that alone, it's going to have to get itself into the C tier. I mean, listen, Umbro didn't do themselves any justice on the manufacturing front. Alright, so 07-08, none other than the UEFA Cup final. We did the Scottish Cup double that season, I think, or the Cup double. Got the League Cup and the Scottish Cup, I believe. It was Dundee United and Queen of South we beat. And yeah, we got to the UEFA Cup final. Some amazing memories, of course. We had our spell in the Champions League group stages, then dropped into the UEFA Cup. With a 3-0 win against Lyon, the games against Barcelona. And some of the amazing goals we scored in the run, of course, Stephen Whittaker's solo goal, I think it was Werder Bremen, Darsheville's goal, I can't remember who it was against, and Wee Novo's penalty against Fiorentina. So for me, that's got to be staunch. I mean, listen, none other than, of course, the UEFA Cup final. It gets to be in the staunch tier. Right, 08-09, our first league title in 3 seasons. Oh, this one right away, it's just going to have to go into staunch, isn't it? Look, we were obviously craving that league title, and we did the double that season. I think it was. We got the league, and of course it was the Scottish Cup. It was Nacho Novo's wonder goal. What a goal that was! And yeah, that's probably one of the standout memories. Of course, lifting the title at Tannadice as well. Not the best of places to do it, but we did it anyway. So yeah, deservedly in the staunch tier. 09-10. This is when I started to really understand football a lot more. I'd obviously, been playing it and mucking about, but I really started analysing the games. I started modelling myself on players and thought, I like the way he takes free kicks and I like the way he plays. My main memory was right the way from the beginning of Walter Smith's second spell was like the kind of Kenny Miller and Chris Boyd partnership up front, wee Nacho Novo, those kind of players. Great wee squad we had then, and we were just able to churn out result after result. And of course we did the Scottish League Cup as well. Jesus, 9-men victory against St Mirren. So listen, staunch tier, got the league and the Scottish League Cup. Alright, 2010-2011, this was probably one of my most memorable, one of the clearest images I have in my head and in my memories of Rangers. We did really well this season. We won the league, of course. It was Walter Smith's last season. I was gutted when the likes of Chris Boyd and Nacho Novo had left for down south, Kevin Thompson as well, but we still had a solid squad, to be honest. We got into the Champions League once again. And I just remember, one of my main memories that stands out was a 3-1 win against Celtic at Parkhead. Long story short, we were on holiday, my family, and we couldn't find a pub. We went to this Irish pub. There were Celtic fans everywhere, and of course, we were just bouncing. We were the only Rangers fans in the place, and you saw the Celtic fans leave one by one, goal by goal. So it was amazing. And of course, the last last game of the season against Kilmarnock, who could forget that? So that is staunch right there for me. 2011-2012 right here. Of course, McCoy's first season at the helm, big Super Rally. I think domestically we were doing all right in the league as far as I remember, and then obviously we were docked the points. It was the beginning of our descent into the lower leagues. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a shame. I do like the strip, but yeah, the circumstances around it kind of mar the strip for me, so that's going to have to go into the A tier. Righty, so next up we have got, of course, the one and only, the first season of ours in the lower league. We've got the 12-13 home strip. This obviously pays homage to the, I think it was the Cup Winners' Cup strip as well. So beautiful, beautiful kit. Very minimalistic. I really loved it. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And this was the season for me that the Rangers fans were really rallying around the team. Obviously, they always do, but more so, it was more sort of, encapsulated by the circumstances. And it is so true that, the football club is nothing without the fans, and we just epitomised that, really. So, yeah, regardless of the circumstances, we still showed our full support. So, staunch for me for that one. Alright, 2012-2013, another Puma strip. We won the league that season. That was obviously the main thing to get us, climbing through the leagues. But yeah, just some really weird memories of Nicky Law and David Templeton, all those kind of players playing for us. Emil St. Barry, Sebastian Fowry, all these players. Obviously we'd had so many better times, but yeah, C tier for me for that one. Next up now, okay, I'm sorry if I don't mean to offend anyone who really likes this strip, but for me it goes straight into the D tier. Such a forgettable season in my opinion. We didn't even get promoted from the Championship. Obviously we lost at the last hurdle against Motherwell, but just the mess with the managers, obviously Super Ali leaving, then Kenny McDowell coming in, and then obviously he left, and then Stuart McCall came in. It was just all over the place. So yeah, that was just a really, really weird one. But again, we just, for the players we had and the budget we had, we didn't get promoted, and that for me belongs rightly in the D tier. Now this right here is an interesting one, 2015-2016. Now, for this one, we had lots... No, just don't think about what happened in the end. Think about that particular season. There was so much buzz around Ibrox. We beat Celtic in the semi-finals. We got ourselves promoted. We got to the Scottish Cup final, of course, lost against Hibs. But, overall, there was such a buzz around the place. For me, the nostalgia factor alone takes that right into the B tier for me. We had so many exciting players at the time, like Waggy and James Tavernier. Barry Mackay was playing really well at that time as well. So, yeah, very... very fond memories of that season, but of course it didn't end in great fashion. Right, that strip right there can get slotted right into the D tier. Nothing more to say other than we got fucking pumped basically every old firm off Celtic, and yeah, Pedro Caixinha, the Graham Murray headstand, we were just an absolute laughing stock in my opinion at that time. So yeah, no happy memories of that strip at all. Right, we're moving on to the Gerrard era, Hummel time. For me, this one right here was the 18-19 strip. We got ourselves into the Europa League. We got the monkey off our back in terms of finally beating Celtic. And yeah, I think we overcame a lot of obstacles we didn't overcome in previous seasons. And this really there was so much excitement, obviously, with the arrival of Gerrard, and it really galvanised the support. So I think for me that deserves a wee place. Oh, in the staunch tier. Of course. Alright, last season's strip, 1920. Okay, very, very mixed emotions. We were just dominating everything in the first half of the season. An amazing Europa League run to go with it. And of course, beating Celtic at Parkhead. Amazing stuff. We were starting to show what we were really capable of, but unfortunately, for us as fans, we fell apart in the second half, which was shite. The second half of the season, so... I love the design of the strip as well, and I think A tier for me for that one. Now, very last one here, Mr. Castor right here. Beautiful strip, of course. I am basically always wearing this strip. If I'm not wearing anything else, it's Rangers. But yeah, absolutely love this one. Hard to judge the kind of performance side of it because we're only like 4 games into the season. And yeah, beautiful strip. Hopefully, if this is the one that we do 55 in, it cements itself in staunch history. But if we don't, then it will have to go in A or B. But yeah, we'll stick it in A for now. I think that's fair. Alright, so this is my final rankings right here. This, bear in mind, is mainly based on our performances. over the course of the season. This is the only one that is liable to change. If we end up doing 55 and it's a spectacular season for us, obviously it gets slotted into staunch. If we don't achieve anything, it goes down, but I think A is a fair place for it right now. Looks wise, it's staunch, right? But yeah, there you go. Write me a comment, let me know what you think about these rankings right here. I think it's fair based on what we achieved in those particular seasons. I mean, those D tier strips can just get away from me, to be honest. Look, obviously it's a pleasure to put these strips on, but in terms of memories, oh no, I don't associate anything good with them. But yeah, there you are, Bears. Hopefully that is, hopefully you enjoyed that. That is it for this video, Bears. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and yeah, send me a comment, let me know what you thought about the rankings, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, it really does help out. But yeah, that is me for this video. We'll see you next in the preview video of the game against Kilmarnock. Take care, Bears, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, and a bit.